Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode.
You can't even speak.
Alright.
You can't even speak.
Alright. Let me just get through the intro.
Alright.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 134 of the Red Force Podcast. My name's Eric Tolado. Joining me today, Christian Tolado.
I'm here. Great chapter. Great time. Now, Eric lit himself up
Anime episode, alright?
on Twitter.
Anime episode came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Kamazoro vs. Zoro, Killer vs. Zoro. People, it's hype, it's goated. I said it's good, it's nice. Nice movement, nice action. Little bit of an issue on the unclean line work that I can see.
Yeah.
Alright,
I agree.
now I have the observation Haki Christian.
But I agree.
You agree? I can see in real time first viewing lines popping in and out. Alright?
You see the Matrix.
I can see it. Oh. So I posted it, right? Oh, yeah, it's nice little unclean. People coming at me. Try to explain what I mean by unclean light work. People are like, no, that's line wave variation. I'm like, no, it's not line variation. You don't know what you're talking about. All these experts coming at me. Yonka Production might have all these friends, Christian, in the industry. But has he ever picked up a pen and drawn frames? Does he know what he's talking about?
He's calling him out.
No one knows what they're talking about unless they do it.
Calling him out
It's like you go to an architect and be like, yeah, I know how to build a house. There's a door, there's walls. It's not that hard. You gotta pour the cement.
This is what it is in the anime. This is what it is in the anime community. Everyone thinks they're an expert.
Now, did I light people up because I was red hot mad?
Yeah. Wait. Backstory. There happened to be a football game on at the same time as this anime episode, right? And you happen to lose, or we happen to lose, on the siren to a bullshit team no one likes. Right? No one likes Port Adelaide.
How mad was
They
I,
don't
Christian?
deserve to be in the league. They should get kicked out.
Peak rage, Christian, comes when we lose by the smallest of margins.
On the siren.
On the
for
siren.
the last kick of the game.
Some bullshit. Umpires destroying us the last quarter. Something like 8 free kicks inside 50.
Alright.
Alright?
Enough
What
of the
is that? What is that?
Enough of the backstory.
We couldn't even get out because it's just bullshit free kicks.
Yeah.
Now, was I mad that I posted and then went on Twitter to see nonsense coming at me? Did I become heated with blood and rage? Mad in the chat saying, fuck Robbie Gray. I agree, Christian. Does nothing the entire game, then fucks us. Alright? Anyway. Good animation. Wobbly. Unclean. Now, is it the man's fault that everyone's saying is goated, Christian? Probably not. I imagine the IB is on the shot.
You keep on saying terms and things people are
In between is on the shots, Christian.
Yeah.
See, the lead producer usually draws all the key frames and the roughs, alright? Depends. It may be multiple people involved. And then hands it off for it to be in between. Now, do they not have time? Is it time constricted? Yes. We all acknowledge the time constraints.
And by the way, it's not soccer, it's Australian rules football
Yeah,
we're talking about. Yeah.
Heavy giving us the $5 AFL talk, Eric Rant, alright? Anyway.
It's all interconnected.
Nothing gets me more enraged than people trying to tell me how I'm wrong in my own profession. Is it as annoying as paneling? More annoying.
Yeah, it would be.
Because I'm even deeper connected, Christian.
Yeah, but maybe Japan's doing it differently. They're retarded and they're not doing it right.
They're
That's
not
why
doing
it's
it
bad.
differently, alright? I know how they're doing it.
That's why it doesn't look good.
I know people who have done anime. Freelance.
No, from a semi, what do you call it? A semi-informed
Semi-informed, sure.
viewer. Looking at that animation, I wasn't impressed. Was I impressed? No. It was okay.
I could draw sloppy keys as well and make him flip around.
Alright, enough about the rage.
Oh, what the I know, we don't want to be disrespectful to the man.
Now, how much work has been done on Cancel Lords?
We have done 4 pages.
4 pages out of what?
Who knows, Christian?
Why is there
who
no
knows
script?
this is
See,
going on?
why is there no script?
Because the bits
Come as they
come as they come.
Okay.
Alright?
The bits appear and emerge.
The bits appear and emerge.
Now, is this entitled anime fan bullshit gonna appear?
Yes. Oh, you know it will.
Oh, Eric's lining people up.
See, Christian,
It's
if I had all the
inspiration.
script out, now this one would appear.
You can fit it in, I'm sure. Alright. Now, we are currently drawing the final chapter of this arc.
You keep on saying final and saying this arc like it's the, you know.
Because it's going to be some time off.
Now, have you run behind or is this on schedule?
No, this is on schedule. Weekly.
Okay.
Been weekly for months.
Shadow Soul, go check it out.
Go check it out. Go read it. Arc basically complete one chapter done. One chapter away. So a good time to read it.
Sure.
You know, get it all done. Now, we have to address that we did get haircuts. Alright? Now, did I want this haircut? No, I did not. Alright?
Quarantine haircut.
Little short. Alright, little short. But, grow into it.
I don't think it's as bigger news as it is for you than it is for me.
What does that mean?
Oh, you know, I've had haircuts this length before.
Alright. First short haircut in literally
5 years.
15 years.
15 years? I don't know about 15 years, Christian. You had year 10. I reckon you haven't cut it since year 10.
Short. Now, when was the last short? It would have to be like year 8.
We usually got the yearly haircut at the start of the year until like year 10, 11.
I guess. So
Like
short
16,
hair.
16, 17.
New era. Is this the final form?
No, Christian,
That they
it's not
talk
the final
about.
form.
It's a new form. Is this the form that can beat full body?
It's possible.
Is this the form that can beat the full body? Alright,
Anyway, I
we'll
doubt
have to see.
anyone's still here that isn't new. Right?
Yeah,
So you can
this is
subscribe
it.
to the channel, like the channel.
In
This is
depth
what-
minutia, yeah, fucking Eric rants.
This is a One Piece show. We want to talk about the chapter. Goat chapter, Christian. Some say goated chapter.
Don't say goaded.
If you say goated on Twitter,
Unironically.
unironically, you got real low IQ. Alright?
Okay. He's calling everyone out. Alright?
And if you scream yo
Yeah.
and you're not King of Lightning, get out of my face. I'm tired of
You
it.
call out a lot of One Piece YouTubers. You're like,
That's all I have to
half
say.
of them.
Coming in hot.
More than
Alright.
half. You call out more than half, alright? Now, we all acknowledge that King of Lightning is the arbiter of Yo.
And he's the only one that does it right.
But, does he have a leg to stand on? Because he does steal bits. Right? He stole our Shanks thing. Alright? He stole that. And replaced it with Katakuri.
A false prophet.
A false prophet. He stole it. So, there you go. Alright.
What else is that?
Enough of the rants and random tangents out of the way. Alright? Alright?
Yes. We should talk about the chapter.
Talk about the chapter. Let's get into it. Chapter 985. The new Onigashima project.
If you truly want to know, open your mind!
Hype.
Kaido finally asserting himself as the villain of this arc.
The man
Brutal,
with
brutality, ruthlessness, what we want to see.
the man with a plan.
A man with a plan, a man with ambition. Alright?
We can respect it.
Ruthless ambition. Alright? Greatness. This is what we want to see from Kaido. Some character shit right here. Alright? Fuck Orochi. He always sucked. And this
We'll get
is
there, we'll get there,
the best way to get rid of him.
Alright.
And I'll explain why.
Sure.
Alright? Fits into all the themes. Perfectly. Alright? Now, we start this chapter with a nice color page with Luffy, Law, and Kid riding some parrots. Now, people bringing up symbolism. Law's riding on Luffy's parrot, but Kid and Luffy are fighting over food. What does this say? A true rivalry. You know. Or Oda wanted to draw a little funny color
It
page.
just represents their personalities, Christian.
You just confirm that Law's a little bitch. There's no third parrot for Law. Where's Law's? Where's Law's yellow parrot? I didn't see it. He doesn't have his own parrot.
Okay.
He's on Luffy's parrot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like to bring up theories from the color pages. of course, how can we forget the famous Halloween Zoro one who was supposed
Thoughts
to die?
on Oda's warped perspective on color pages?
No, he's not pulling out rulers. He's not pulling out protractors.
Bit of hit and miss for me.
Sometimes it's great. Sometimes there's no errors. But it's a flying pad, whatever. Alright? It's in the air.
If you pull it out rulers protractors, it's probably not gonna look right. It's all about the eye when you're doing
yes and no.
foreshortening and perspective. You know,
There is a math to it, but it kind of doesn't exist.
it doesn't. Yeah, it also doesn't work when you do it.
Alright.
So sometimes it's great. So I think this one's
Okay. This is an okay color page. Alright? It's not the best, not the worst. Alright? Now, first thing we see, Scabbards square up against Kanjuro. Now, this should be a bloodbath, obviously.
Looks like a bloodbath.
We got Neko, we got Inu.
You don't know how strong those ink soldiers are.
Whatever. What the? You got Inu, you got Neko, you got Ashura Doji, and you got Kawamatsu. I don't know about Rise, I don't know about Kiku, alright?
Kiku get all the sauce this week.
Kiku get all the sauce, no doubt, but off-paneled. Didn't really see the killing blow, what happened there. But that's for later.
Kanjuro's not dead yet.
But a commander would struggle against this unit. Neko, Inu, Ashura, Doji. Let's take it out of commander. Alright? Let's take it out of commander. And
you got Kawamatsu there,
and you got more. And you think Kanjuro's gonna stand up against that? No, get out of here, you idiot.
What about the Kaido girls?
Absolute stooge. Alright? You know how powerful they are. Bring some firepower. Alright? And you got Izo. How can we forget about Izo? The most important Whitebeard commander. Alright? How can we forget about Izo?
He's a Whitebeard commander.
Using guns. Still.
Okay.
No sword. What's the story with that? Did he give up the sword? When he went on Whitebeard's crew?
Sure.
Who knows? But obvious destruction. Kiku mad at the treatment of Momonosuke. We get a little flashback. You know, he cut my hand when he tried to escape.
Is that cut gonna be relevant?
No, it's a meme. It's like, haha, he nicked my hand.
It is confirming though that he has the guts to do some damage.
Yeah, we already knew that. Alright? So Momonosuke kind of gave some character development here. We like to see it, though. Momonosuke. You know, what the questions from Momonosuke and the whole samurai angle of this arc in question now. Which might be a great thing. Because you know how we feel about the samurai angle. Alright?
Doesn't really
Bit of hit and miss. Not necessarily the greatest thing. And we'll get to it when we get there, alright? Kiku goes full samurai. Her samurai form.
A demon mode.
The demon samurai of the flowing snow or whatever the fuck
Lingering
it's called,
snow, alright?
Yeah. Rushes in. They clash. Kiku and Kanjuro.
Aki confirmed for Kiku. There you go.
You know.
Sure.
The rest of the Scabbards rush in. Inu has a little sword leg and praise be the Goda. Alright?
Finally a peg leg.
Finally something there. So the animators can actually animate it.
Now can Kiros
get something.
Alright? Can we do something for
We're not
Kiros?
having another Kiro situation. Thank God. Inu worked it out.
Two sword style
Now, did he just put that on in this chapter because he saw Neko with the gun arm and he's like, I need something?
Maybe.
I think that was the gag there. Because he's like, oh, what? You got a gun arm? And then later in the chapter, he's got a sword. And Neko's like, where'd you get that? It's like, I use 2 swords now. Alright. So there you go. Inu leg problem kind of solved. I guess. Alright. Moving on. Alright. Luffy and Yamato. Yamato had dreams of leaving the island with Ace and asked to join Luffy's crew. I mean,
it's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
It's over.
It's basically a new crew member confirmed at this point. As we said last week, probably wants to go out to sea like Odin. And
some of the community couldn't see it.
Probably wanted to go out to sea with Ace. Oh.
Who would have thought it?
The most obvious call of all time if you're paying attention to the story.
If you're looking at it.
Alright?
Some people don't look, Christian.
Some people don't look. But there you go. Yamato kind of asked Luffy to join, straight up asking Luffy to join the crew. Luffy says, hang on. But Why would Oda just throw that in if he's not gonna join the crew?
Luffy has literally the keys to her freedom.
Yeah. Using that Rio open and side discussion.
How is Oda gonna entrap Luffy next arc?
With these handcuffs don't work.
He's got he's the master lockpick now.
We still have Sea Stone. Alright?
Sure.
So no one has ever bought that these explosive cuffs would do any damage to anyone who isn't goons. Even in Shabondi, the slave with the collar around his neck didn't die.
He just kind of got
he got exploded,
smoke on his face,
and then he's like burned.
Mm-hmm.
Did he die? No. Why do we fear these explosive cuffs?
Now, does Kiku not want hands, or does she want freedom more? Not Kiku.
But we
Yamato.
talked about this like 1,000 times. Just hacking up your hands.
Yeah, we're not buying it.
Yeah, no one buys this. It's a story thing. It's a plot thing. No one actually. It's like
Oda's even like, oh, there's blades in the collar. All right, Oda.
It's like when Sanji had him in Whole Cacao. Everyone's like,
yeah,
it's not really a thing that no one believes this, but whatever. All right.
They were fake anyway.
No, they weren't fake. No,
they were fake.
They were fake. Reiju swapped them out.
Yes.
At some point. All right. So Yamato can't leave the island because of the cuffs. Yamato challenged Kaido to fights multiple times, and Kaido beat his ass for it. Right?
Was it word? I read.
That's the way it was worded in the official.
Did it say fight? Because it said,
"I challenged my father multiple times."
Yeah, challenged.
And he beat me.
I think challenge in the sense could mean like challenging authority.
Well, they're talking about defeating Kaido in this portion.
Yeah.
So, the context around that...
Probably both. I imagine if Yamato had a smart mouth, he'd get a backhand.
Sure. Right.
Kaido not the greatest guy.
Alright. So, Yamato wants to fight Kaido, wants to beat his ass with Luffy, so he can escape the island and go out to sea. New crew member. Alright? Hype. Get excited. Now, this has to be brought up again. The Yamato gender thing, whatever you want to say. Now, I believe the end goal of his character will be to be his own person and not just want to be Odin. Right? Is that the end goal? Because the Straw Hats are individuals. Right? The Straw Hats are individuals. Sure, we got inherited will, we got, all that kind of stuff. But they're individuals. I don't really see someone who wants to be Odin on the crew. I think by the end of the arc, gonna realize that he wants to be his own man. Now, does that remove the gender thing? And was that tied up in Odin? Still remains to be seen. Again, Kaido in this chapter, with the reveal of a feminine body, still calls Yamato his son at the end of the chapter. So, still confusing. Again, we'll respect the character and what, he refers to himself.
But whatever, we're gonna interchange it regardless.
I think the end goal is gonna be she end up gonna be female.
And at the end of the day, does it matter?
It just makes it confusing because we've had these characters before. We got Kiku, and we know Oda.
Kiku's more defined for sure than
Kiku's 100% confirmed, all right?
Mm-hmm.
But
even characters like Bon Clay and Ivankov, not as defined as Kiku. Kiku's
basically
cut and dry
there, but by the time she's on the Straw Hats, it'll be she. I'm convinced because the whole plot of her being her own person.
I'm free, maybe.
Yeah, give it like
I want to be Monkey D. I want to be like Monkey D.
Is that the gag? Is that the gag? But there you go. So we get this weird back and forth where she's like, I want to be Odin, but maybe you're free, so you could be Odin. Mm-hmm. And Luffy's like, what are you talking about? All right, no one can be Odin. All right, Luffy's saying you're going to be an individual. All right, which is why I'm saying this. All right, so there you go. We move on. Kaido starts his speech. All right, it's time to make some moves. Emperor's on the move. All right,
Big Mom.
All right. Kaido hypes up the SSG. The Marines have to be
Well, he doesn't.
confident.
He doesn't hype them up.
He kind of hypes them up.
He's like, the warlord system's done. They're dumb.
No, it's basically the opposite. He's like, they can't be this dumb to abolish
Yeah.
the warlord system and have nothing.
Then maybe they are.
Alright? So he's like, they ready, they're gonna do an attack, they got the SSG, alright? They're coming in,
They're getting cocky.
they're getting cocky.
They're getting arrogant.
We're not just gonna sit here. We're gonna join with Big Mom and demolish the entire navy. And the audience says, yeah, probably you can do it. Alright? Now, there's a whole thing, a topic of the show, about why the Marines have to respond. And we'll talk about ancient weapons, we'll talk about all kinds of shit there, alright? Alright? So,
Shout out to Kaido and Big Mom knowing what ancient weapons are.
of course, alright?
The on the rocks
They're
pirates.
top tiers, they probably beat the Roadstar, they probably know they've got these massive information networks, and of course, Karabu Shirahoshi gets brought up. Does Kaido know
Caribou in there.
about Shirahoshi? Karabu in the prison, could he tell Kaido this information?
He's got to be defeated anyway.
I mean, yeah, this whole thing's not happening, but it's fun to think if it might happen.
Yeah.
Alright?
Sure.
Big Mom busts through the wall like fucking the Kool-Aid man.
I'm
Alright?
here.
I'm here, alright? With Zeus in hand, Nami captured.
Zeus dead.
Well, she uses lightning, so I guess he's not dead.
Okay.
He's in his
Got a
black.
little excise though, you know.
He's knocked
It's
out,
all
whatever.
Like,
He's-
I got fucked up.
Yeah. Alright. Nami, Carrot, Shinobu captured
Where?
in the crowd of Hobies.
I gotta look again.
In the crowd, I'm gonna say that. In the crowd of Hobies.
Did
A little
you
bit of
see
weird
them?
panel. I saw them tumble on the ground in smoke.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they buzzed through the wall with Big Mom. I'm not gonna say Big Mom through the wall.
So I guess like the walls connect between the Pleasant District and the.
Well, I just
main
assume
stage
she
or
buzzes through the wall and took Nami and Kara with them.
Yeah,
with
but
the group of homies.
the districts must be close.
Maybe not.
I'm just trying to figure out how we can separate commanders in each district.
Okay.
Christian.
Well, that's it. Maybe that's math for another time, alright?
Okay. We need a map.
Yeah. So, yeah, Big Mom busts through with Zeus. So that's an Alpha Eric.
The arc's not over. She's gonna be defeated.
That's an Alpha
I
Eric.
don't know what we're talking about here. Now, Silvers and I have a long running bet.
Nami got. Big Mom got Zeus
Where's
back.
Sanji?
Did she not? Yeah, that's another question. All right?
What's Sanji doing?
What did Sanji? Why did he not save Nami? Whatever. All right, but Big Mom
Legit
got Zeus back. Now, if Nami steals Zeus back, does that not count
As what?
as Big Mom getting Zeus back?
No.
Because she got Zeus back.
Alright.
She got Zeus back.
We'll see what happens at the end of the day, Christian.
All right, so does that count?
My
Does that not
bet
count?
with Silvers
All
is 2 years running, $10, 2016.
right.
Nami will end up with Zeus and Prometheus. End up. We're still waiting.
All right. All right. There you go. All right. So Big Mom knows if Kaido and her fight, they'll only get in each other's way and they'll never get the One Piece. So this is why there's no point in fighting each other. We're alliance. So this solidifies in my mind that Big Mom knows that there's no point fighting Kaido.
Yeah.
And because she wants this alliance. It's not like they both want this alliance. Like, I don't know about Big Mom betraying Kaido. They seem to have massive plans together. They know the Marines are coming with the SSG. Okay, all right,
They're coming to Wano.
all right. We'll get to that.
Uh-huh.
But I doubt Perispo is gonna do shit
Mark, yeah, we'll see what happens with
because
that.
Perispo, Lucas alliance happen. Or okay, right now is Perispo gonna start a coup within the Big Mom Pirates?
Is there time?
Because
to
he's
even do that?
cocky. Because he's cocky, and he thinks he can run it.
Is there time for this shit to happen?
I mean, one panel, Big Mom's like, get out of here.
Yeah,
Alright?
I guess.
But,
Did the Big Mom Pirates set up eventually for reinforcements?
Yes.
Midway through the war, whatever.
yes. Alright.
Sure.
Alright. Orochi. Well, Kaido wants to turn the entire of Wano into a factory and a garrison for this upcoming
All the
world
civilians
war.
will be the workers.
For the upcoming world war. Now, did Kaido think what I was thinking and say, this is the start of the end war? Alright?
What's not gonna happen?
But
This
does
whole-
this kick it off?
This whole dream sequence.
Does this
doesn't
battle kick it off?
Yes.
With
Well-
the reeds moving.
happen. Luffy's gonna find the One Piece, and then we can start the war.
But does the war start now?
Because the Big Mom and Kaido imply that first they must find the One Piece to start the war.
No, the war starts now.
It does well in their plans, right?
They want the ancient weapons.
They want the ancient weapons to find the One Piece. They're gonna build up the garrison and then create the world war.
No, the world war starts now.
No, it doesn't
With their
start
alliance,
now.
because they're building the garrison.
Yeah, but when does the war? They have to build shit and prepare. They got to get the ancient weapons to
To
destroy the
create,
world.
no, the ancient weapons are to create the world of fear.
That's what they want.
But the war for the ancient weapons starts now.
Well, it depends, alright? Because, when did they declare war? Who do they attack
Right
first?
now. They just did. They just declared war.
On who? No one's watching.
They know people are watching. Kaido knows the phones are tapped.
The semantics.
Alright? Whatever. Alright?
It doesn't really
I'm
matter.
saying it starts now. Alright? So I'm right.
No.
Alright? That's
You're
what I'm
definitely-
saying.
You're definitely not right.
Alright? They're going to turn Wano into the giant garrison. The people of the Flower Capital will be slaves. And they will work. In the factories. That's what you get for being pieces of shit. Alright?
Sure.
Which is why Orochi gets mad. Flower Capital's my territory. What do you think you're doing?
First-
Kaido's like,
Who are you?
you thought this was an alliance? You thought I needed you at all?
Get out of
Get out of here. Slaps his head off. Uses King's Sword. Is Kaido now a swordsman? Questions are raised. Gets a W.
One shot Orochi.
One sword Orochi heads off.
That's a feat.
Now,
Shout out to
hype moment.
Shout out to the context of this whole scene, right? Yeah. Oda didn't have to have King pull out his sword. Nice little moment here.
Sure.
Nice little,
Just like, I'm not going to beat his head in. Give him the sword. Cut it off.
slice it off.
Alright? Now, Kaido has one shot every single person he's come into contact with. Mm-hmm. Luffy.
Not Shanks, though.
Lost to Shanks. What does that say? Alright?
Interesting how Big Mom and Kaido don't bring up the other emperors here. They only talk about the world government. What do you think about that?
Because the world government are getting cocky. They know Shanks are getting cocky. They know Blackbeard's
But there's
getting
no
cocky.
even mention of the other emperors. Like, they're not even going to get in their way.
Because that's the emperor. That's the emperor's status. They're like, I'm the big boy. I don't give a fuck about the other emperors. Yeah. Every emperor's like that.
Okay.
They're like, don't give a fuck. I'm the big boy. All right.
Have we discussed the stupid... Did we discuss the stupid Kaido going to save Ace Marineford and
Yeah,
Shanks
we
stopped
did.
him last week because Ace is evil or whatever?
Yeah, we did. Because Shanks is evil.
Yeah.
We did. It's bullshit. All right.
That's dumb. We're getting money coming in.
We're getting
here, Christian.
donos. All right.
We got
Donos.
Lothar. He wants me to mod Silvers. Nice cut to
Alright.
me.
Silvers, he's a good guy, but
Maybe the teaming up will make people fear them. The weapons add to the fear factor. Yes. Thank you, Heavy.
yeah, we said that, but there you go. They want the ancient weapons. They're gonna find the ancient weapons. Now that comes in. We'll talk about the top of the show because that's huge, right? Comes into Blackbeard. Comes
Do
into
they know where they
Wano,
are? Well,
Aimu cleansing shit, all that kind of
this
stuff.
is wrapping up into the in-game situation.
Oh, 100%. 100%, alright? Kaido asks the samurai, join us or die. You have a choice.
You got the police
Now-
or the ninjas sitting there thinking, oh, what do we do?
Now, I think the samurai are going to join. Now, why? Because they are not loyal to anyone.
Yeah.
Alright? They weren't loyal to Odin. They see Orochi's bullshit.
Maybe Monkey D's about to announce himself next chapter.
Maybe they join
Maybe they
him.
ally with Monkey D.
But what do we get? Nothing.
It's
We get Fukurokuju's ninjas and their
Secret-
elite samurai.
Secret police.
We get that cool guy.
Massive question marks on all of them. It could go either way. Either side doesn't matter.
Now for me too. Is this? Did I call this prediction? Kaido just turns into a battle royale.
It's not quite a battle royale.
So it's not quite a battle royale, but it's a bloodbath. Right.
Uh,
So Kaido making all the announcements, making all the moves. Big Mom agrees. They laugh together. They're having a good time.
Yeah.
Right? Kaido states that the politics of Wano mean nothing. They never mean anything.
the history,
The history is bullshit. I don't give a
the
fuck.
culture.
All right.
Get out of my face.
All right. I'm here to win.
This kid, a bum.
I don't care about the Kazuki. I don't care about the Kurozumi. So that throws out Kaido's connection to Wano.
Yeah.
He's just been using it for weapons and bullshit. All right.
Maybe.
And a home
He could
base
still be-
and a nice garrison. All right.
Yeah.
So they're gonna start preparing Onigashima as the new capital. Turn Wano into, a factory basically.
Luffy and Yamato fall down.
Luffy and Yamato. Well, Kaido announces that Yamato will be the new shogun.
Yeah.
Luffy and Yamato run. I started to run to the stage. Yamato's pissed off. No, I'm not dead. You can't tell me what to do, kind of shit.
They tell you what to do, Dad.
Yeah.
Luffy's gonna say Momo next week. He's gonna try.
Now I will remind you that he did get past the animals at Marineford
Yes.
with a stick or a mast.
That's true.
All right, he got past the animals.
To get lit up though,
He
immediately.
did get lit up immediately, but they were impressed nonetheless. All right.
Is Luffy the fastest man alive in this situation?
Kaido speed blitzed him. Come on.
But he needs, it's an attack. It's a wind-up club thing. you know?
Is it? It doesn't seem like it is.
How fast is his movement speed, Christian? Different things.
I mean, he's right there. It doesn't.
I think Luffy's the fastest man.
Unless it's Sanji and he's using his stealth black technology.
Why would Sanji save Momo? Luffy's obviously going to save Momo.
Because he gets knocked back, and then Sanji comes in with the Mr. Prince moment. Whatever. All right.
Luffy, there's no connection to Momo Sanji. It's like, all right.
Yeah, but it's a thing for him to do. I'm gonna give Sanji something to do.
He'll do something else.
Okay. All right. So that's
I'm telling you, there must be a switch or a lever for him to hit.
Yeah. Open up the gates for someone.
Sure.
Open
That's
up the
his-
gates.
that's his deal.
Open
That's
up
what
the
he
gates for
does.
Shanks. Who knows?
Shanks is coming, by the way.
Everyone's coming. All right. Relax. All right. Now, chapter ratings.
Oh, and fucking Kiku and shit are crying in the snow.
Oh yeah. Kiku.
Someone's-
Maybe they
who
killed
knows?
Kanjuro.
Whatever.
Whatever happened there.
10 out of 10 chapter, baby.
There is just a transcendent chapter.
Not the
Not
transcendent.
the transcendent chapter,
But
because things must be brought up. Is Orochi dead?
No.
The man has multiple heads in his Orochi form. So,
The only purpose of having him alive is more lore or some secret thing to take.
now
out
I
of
would
him.
argue the point of this scene is not that Orochi's dead, is that kind of betrays Orochi.
Yes.
So that still stays intact if he's alive.
Sure. It's almost too brutal for him to be alive. If you get what I mean.
Do not be a fake out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also a factor. Now, why is this what Orochi deserves?
Trash man.
Because he's a spandom trash man. He doesn't deserve to be taken out with some sort of ultimate vengeance justice bullshit. He's trash. He betrayed
Also,
people.
at no point is anyone talking about taking out Orochi except Zoro.
Yeah. He's done bullshit. He deserves to go out like a piece of shit.
Even Kidamon's like, we're gonna take a Kaido.
He deserves to go out like this. I don't care that Zoro had a moment where he was mad at Orochi. This is what Orochi deserves. This is the ultimate poetic justice right here.
Sure.
He thinks he's a big deal. He thinks he's got power. But no. Kaido's always been the big dog. Alright? And you start, it's like the little dog yipping at the fucking massive
What happens to
pitbull.
What happens to the CP0 dealings?
That's also a big
What
question.
happens with the world
Is it the
government
top of the show?
dealings?
Top of the show.
Okay.
Why that's important?
Sure.
Because the Marines are connected to Orochi.
And the whole weapon
the whole
manufacturing.
weapon thing.
But
right?
I guess he wouldn't give his weapons to his enemies. Now, Kaido, would he?
Exactly. So Marines a little more trouble
They don't have any
than they
weapons.
bargained for. Alright.
I guess no Vegapunk either anymore.
Vegapunk is like a meme at this point.
He's a bit of Anyway.
I doubt he was coming.
I'm seeing people on the internet being like, Yamato Devil Fruit question mark. What do we think?
If it is, it's not Logia, and it's
If
not.
he has a mythical Zoan,
Now, people saying Orochi is dead, therefore the fruit is floating around. Will Yamato get that
kind of a
fruit?
stupid fruit.
It's not a great fruit for combat. It's cool looking.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it looks different to whoever eats it.
Yeah, we're not talking about
Yeah.
aesthetics with it.
So, it could be cool. But, I don't know about Devil Fruit. It seems more like a... Because, I feel like Luffy's the only one in the monster trio who should have Devil Fruit. Oh, by the way, Zoro and Sanji, they got work to do.
They do have big work
Because
to
a
do.
new right-hand man is right here. Right? They got work
Much
to
like
do.
Odin joined.
Whitebeard
Whitebeard.
and became the second strongest instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Now they got work to do. Zoro and Sanji, where are you? Alright? Now I get it. He's the son of Kaido. He gets those initial stat boosts. It's a bit unfair for him,
Sure.
Who's Sanji's judge?
Also older than them. Assumably
Yeah,
28 or so, 30.
26, 28, or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. So, they got their work cut out for them. Alright. Now, my rating, 10 out of 10. Now, for this to be a transcendent chapter,
We're talking Shanks, we're talking Ultimate.
we're talking insanity. Alright? This is a great reveal. And a great direction for the arc.
But it won't be one of those iconic...
It will be for Kaido's character.
But in 20 years, when you go on YouTube and you see all the reaction videos, Christian,
Yeah.
it's not going to be Shanks tops Marineford. It's not going to be Whitebeard versus Arcano.
Okay.
It's not going to be
So
Shanks.
it could be ultimate.
It's not going to be Ultimate. It's not going to be Shanks in the heavens.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Roger versus Whitebeard.
No, it's not. So,
Very good chapter.
Very
Christian,
good
pick
chapter.
One Piece. Lore,
Oda's been killing it for the
characters,
past
a little bit of
4
action.
weeks.
Killing it.
We were great chapters last 4 weeks, alright? It's been great. Now, does this throw the samurai bullshit out the window?
I want to go down this tangent very deeply with the whole... What the fuck were we doing in Wano country? Maybe next week, Christian will save it.
Could talk about the show next week. No
yeah,
chapter next week. We're
sure.
back in the pain zone. Alright?
Because I want to talk about how the whole samurai plotline...
We've done it so many times.
But now, Orochi's dead.
Quote unquote dead.
All
But
this-
he's betrayed, he's out of
yeah.
power, so it's still the same.
Maybe we'll talk about it next week, but a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Greatness.
Whatever, you
Greatness. Alright. That's the chapter, great chapter, alright? We've said it multiple times. That's great. Moving on. How strong is Shanks? How strong is Shanks? Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. But there are people out there that think Kaido's the strongest. They think Blackbeard's the strongest.
Bums.
They think Dragon's the strongest. They think sweatiest man on the planet, Sakazuki Magma-kun, is the strongest. People think Mihawk's the strongest. And there are even people out there that think Aimu's the strongest. Where was he?
Ridiculous.
Marineford? No one knows.
Where is he now?
Where is he now? To break up this alliance.
Maybe SSG is secret Aimu dust.
Cabal
Yeah.
is the Aimu Cabal.
It's like dust that he gives to people.
It's crazy. Probably not, though.
Because he's a bum.
He's a bum. Now, every week we bring 100% factual, genuine information to the table. This week's evidence is Shanks is so strong that even if Big Mom, Kaido, and all the ancient weapons combined were to attack the God King. It would be for nothing. Because Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. Alright? What is a mere mortal compared to the God King? Shanks is the strongest. He's the God King.
Talk about the show, Christian.
Don't forget the show.
Talk about the show.
Don't forget the show. Interesting maneuver right there. Something strange.
People didn't say it.
But no one saw it, right? Talk about the show. The world government must strike before the world is over. Alright? They have to strike. Alright? This is the biggest threat to the world, maybe even ever.
But rocks, you know.
But Rock's one guy with a fledgling empress, alright?
Sure.
2 established top tiers
Legends.
2 of the top 4 strongest people in the verse coming together with massive amounts of resources,
Weapons.
massive amounts of technology, massive amounts of weapons and units. We can't forget about the units. We're talking commanders. We're talking fucking devil fruit utility. We're talking craziness, alright?
Did Big Mom ever eventually get that cloning technology?
No, I'm assuming it sunk with the ship, or they escaped with it. So no, but we know it's brutal. All right. Nothing. Garp said it himself.
He's worried about it.
If Kaido and Big Mom come together, it's over. Garp said it himself. Alright? Now there are stupid people out there that think all 4 emperors are required to take out the Marines. And that's stupid. And we know it's stupid. Alright? Now, it's debatable that maybe one emperor could take out the entirety of the Marines because of their size, their units. Sure, 4 admirals, if you want to include the fleet admiral. You know, what you do the math there, alright? The entirety of Marines versus the entirety of an emperor crew, plus allied captains. There's arguments to be made.
2, no chance.
2, it's a bloodbath. It's an absolute bloodbath. Big Mom and Kaido stroll up to Marineford. What are they gonna do? All 4 admirals would have to clash with them at the same time, and then all the commanders just run wild and they win. And don't give me the bullshit that vice admirals matter. No, absolutely not. Momonga, Oniguma, come on. Strawberry?
Dalmatian?
Strawberry? Can't forget about Strawberry, right? Ridiculous, alright? So, they have to strike before they get this garrison up and running. They have to strike right now.
How does news get out? Drake?
Obviously. Now, were they on their way to begin with? Because they knew this alliance was happening.
Probably.
We hope. Now, if the Marines don't show up here, and they know this information directly, Sakazuki knows this alliance is happening, and they don't show up to Wano, they're a joke, and they don't matter. I'm going to say it straight up. Because that just proves to me that they're not proactive, and they're just going to sit there and get destroyed. Alright, if they don't turn up.
Apparently, according to Akira, they're very busy, though.
Trying to capture the warlords. You said Momonga after fucking Mihawk, okay.
Why not just leave them alone?
Sakazuki, you know? Making the wrong choices.
Anyway.
Alright?
If the Marines don't turn up, maybe our boy can turn up.
Shanks could. Little key.
People starting to get on board, Christian. Shanks isn't going to let this happen.
A lot of people shouldn't let this happen, but we're talking about the Marines specifically.
Okay.
Why? Even more now that they're talking about the ancient weapons. The Gorosei are going to have to go, whoa. I don't care that you don't have the resources. We can't allow this to happen.
We haven't seen the Gorosei talk about this situation.
The great cleansing
Which
maybe is what they're talking about.
because we saw them talk about Shanks and Whitebeard meeting, so I assume.
But was the great cleansing the prediction of this happening? That Pirate's going to come together with the
I
great
can
cleansing.
feel an act break coming very closely.
Yeah.
Maybe even next chapter where Luffy says Momonosuke. There's something building, an event will happen, and we should get Act 3 end.
But the Asian weapon thing, it's just the Gorosei, the Elder Stars can't let this happen.
And we'll get our answer
Yeah.
very soon, I imagine.
All right. So the great cleansing right now, it either is about to happen or is happening right now in Alabasta.
We talk about a Blackbeard theory.
Talk about Blackbeard. Blackbeard said, I don't want the Marines to go get whatever the fuck he's talking about, probably Pluton. And maybe they need Pluton to start the great
Does a
cleansing.
final war happen on Alabasta?
It's crazy.
Does Luffy vs. Blackbeard happen on Alabasta?
It's happening right now, timeline stuff, so it's a bit, you know.
Do you feel like Luffy vs. Blackbeard will happen on Raftel? Or
I think it will.
is Raftel a personal journey for the crew after they win?
I think they'll win, they'll go there, and then Blackbeard pops up and he's like, you opened Raftal for me. You know, he's gonna scum
Does
it.
that ruin the moment of victory? And then we gotta fight Blackbeard and then win?
Well, we'll get in there, we'll go to the chamber, we're about to see what the One Piece is, Blackbeard turns up. You opened the gate for me, I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna be there with his bio, all that shit. But
It would be real easy to just give Blackbeard the Lost Poneglyph. And then have Luffy fight him for it. and then
I think they have to fight around. I think that's the most hype thing. The fight for the Pirate King, right? Instead of just strolling in there, there's no conflict, you know.
Yeah.
But Blackbeard and Alabasta, alright, fucking shit up, alright, getting Pluton. The Marines, the SSG has to be something immense. Now you talked about that they're all first commander level.
That's the only thing that makes sense. I've told you this multiple times.
But in Oda's mind, the goons matter. Can't forget that.
I don't think it's 1,000 men.
How many men is it?
7.
7 new units.
That are all first commander.
Are we talking like a super serum soldier shit where it's like Smoker and people we know?
Yeah.
Right?
All liquid Kumas.
Liquid Metal.
Yeah. Oda
Kuros.
loves Terminator.
Terminator 2, how can we forget? The T-1000 or something. Mm-hmm. But
Made by Vegapunk, so some kind of tech.
Look,
They won't be, I don't think they're good. I really do think if Oda serious about the SSG,
they turn up now.
buffs all the fan favorite Navy dudes that are weak as shit right now.
So what, Momonga, Smoker.
No, Momonga's not a fan
Well, if
favorite.
there's 7.
Smoker, Tashigi,
Tashigi nah,
Kobe,
I'm gonna Tashigi, the big X. You know why?
Hina.
Because it's supposed to be about her own strength. She can't be taking drugs.
That's over.
She can't be taking performance enhancing drugs, and that's the only reason why she's good.
That's been over for a long time.
It can't happen. All right. It can't happen. All right. We're gonna see.
Well, to be fair, Smoker and Tashigi will go to Vegapunk.
I know. Tashigi.
You just gotta buff him, Oda. You just gotta buff him. Could you imagine how big Smoker's neck would be now? If he had the
SSG
serum?
Smoker.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, if the Marines don't show up in Wano, it just in any form. I mean, Drake doesn't count, but you know, brings a unit with him.
MD25 suggesting maybe Vegapunk Delphi is perfected.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
think
but
so.
that doesn't raise you 10,000 times stronger.
New technology, the SSG. Fujitora kind of implies like they're like literally like
A weapon.
artificial weapons.
Yeah.
Like
But
mechanical
they kind of
weapons.
talk about that with the pacifistas. Talk about
Yeah.
the pacifistas like that. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what that is. But if the Marines don't turn up now, in my mind, they're completely de-hyped. They have no presence, and there's no point to it.
Also, the SSG have a potential to be straight up new characters that balance out the final fight with the Navy. You have like 10 really buff guys, so people can fight them.
Sure. But the Marines have to send someone. They have to send an admiral. Have to send a unit.
The theoretical idea is either Kuzan,
Because we all know
Kizaru or Green Bull. Green Bull's like, all right, is he literally for the last arc? Probably.
All right, so let's break this down. We know this isn't going to come to fruition because Luffy's going to win.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. The point is that this is the news, and the Marines have to respond to
and
that
we're still
news.
at the same point where we have the big issue, which is Big Mom.
Yeah.
All our party is to take out Kaido.
The Marines have to show up.
We still need that third party. Now, what beats two emperors, Christian? Two emperors. Monkey D, Shanks team up, Big Mom, Kaido. Hype beyond imagination.
It's too much.
It's too much. What do you mean it's too much?
It's too much. How can the audience
Understand
the Shanks hype?
I just don't want Shanks to meet Luffy and, give the hat back and be like, whatever. I want him back to back rush hour style. You go this way, I go that way.
Sure.
That's what I want. And that's what we're gonna get.
The hype, it would be too much.
We need the Roger and the Whitebeard.
Sure.
There's no Whitebeard.
Yeah, but that doesn't really apply here.
In a roundabout way.
Alright. But
Who's the Whitebeard kid? What?
absolutely not.
Look at his crew. We're about to get Yamato. This crew's dumb, by the way. Luffy's crew.
Luffy's crew just surpasses everyone's crew.
It's a big crew.
The Supernova crews suck shit. Alright? We all know that. We all talked about that. But these are the reasons why the Marines have to strike. Because if they don't, they just basically gave up the world.
Ben Beckman versus King Cushion. Can you even imagine?
Don't talk about Ben Beckman, alright?
Like if reverse Queen.
Don't talk about this hype, alright?
Okay. You're not ready.
Alright? Don't talk about this hype. But the reason they show up here, they just admitted, let's hand over the world to Big Mom Kaido.
Do you think the act is ending and we'll get some fucking Marine shit so that we can start setting that shit up? Because we're about to hit a climax.
Sure, but
We're about to hit a big major moment. It's coming up real short.
Luffy saves Momo, but is that really the big moment? Wouldn't this be the big moment that wraps up the
Saves Momo,
act?
punches Kaido, a little bit of damage, end of Act 3.
With Luffy punching Kaido
Yeah.
with the Rio?
Or just Luffy punching Kaido with the Rio at the end of the chapter, end of Act 3. That's hype.
Fuck.
You can see it happening.
I can see it happening. It's possible.
Because I feel like we're there on the bridge of the act. Because right after this will be the fight.
Yeah. End of Act 3, go to Act 4.
Because if we don't push over now,
When's
the end of
it
the
gonna
act, the
happen,
end of the
yeah.
act will be the downswing of the battle.
Sure.
On the downswing on Luffy's side.
But we know that's the end of Act 4 is the set dance with Act 5. We win, Whatever you want to say.
Well, Act 5 is more of a cleanup.
But
yeah.
yeah.
I think
Alright.
Act 4 will straight up just be straight fight. So Act 3 is going to end soon.
There you go. Moving on to the Thunderdome.
Here we go. You're going to hit the road. Come on. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, it's fucked. Alright. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that.
Heavy Hime for the $5 cushion. It's the last time Shanks is coming to Wano. I don't want to get hyped yet. I don't want it to happen yet. I'm not hating it. I just don't want to see him yet. Hey B, you will chase Shanks and you will explode. That's what's gonna happen.
Your head will implode. The fan base is not ready.
I floated the idea to Brago.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's insane. And he loves it. Remember the words bigger than Marineford.
It's already bigger than Marineford.
Remember.
Alright. Thunderdome.
Who we got?
From MBDD.
MBDD.
Yeah.
Who's he got?
Kid versus Smoothie. Now, this is an opportunity to slander Kid.
I can't do anything with these two characters.
That's what it is. Alright? Now, let's delve into the Whole Cake Island lore.
Scarred
Scarred Emperor and Ran.
And our command, not an emperor, Christian. What are you talking about?
My bad. Scarred Commander and
Not
Ran.
Katakuri, not Cracker.
I don't see a scar through his body, but
Although Kid might have misconstrued the Cracker body as Cracker.
as Cracker, which would be hilarious.
Yeah. So we're gonna take it at face value. Snack or smoothie?
Do you think Kid is second commander level?
He has to be, otherwise what the fuck is he doing in
Is
this
Law second commander level? Can't say that. Can you say that?
In this situation, in this war,
He has to at least be.
against the quote-unquote linear enemies,
Yeah.
against Katakuri,
No way.
I don't know.
Sure.
Mingo, too quick, too nifty. Too
But Law...
big brain.
But Law could do shit against Mingo. And Law has had 0 power-ups.
But Law's fast. Mingo's fast. Is Queen fast?
We're not talking about Queen. We're talking about Smoothie.
Yeah, but we're talking second commander, talking Law. Second commander.
You know how fast Smoothie is.
I'm talking about in this situation with
Okay.
Law, potentially
We're
second
not
commander.
talking about Kid.
You asked about
Is Law second commander level?
Depends.
Destroyed by Dose
Stupid devil fruit.
Yes. He is at the TR, so is he low third?
Depends who he fights.
You're throwing up the Devil Fruit matchup.
Because I bet he's probably beating Cracker. Just because of the devil fruit.
Because of the Devil Fruit, yeah.
Relatively simply.
Although
probably
Cracker
true.
could keep up a Gear 4, so forget that. Where Mingo was overwhelmed.
But can he teleport him out of the soldier, you know?
All types of questions.
Is Cracker's haki enough to even stop Law? We haven't seen the haki stop Law yet. You have to have Emperor level haki to stop Law.
Smoker stopped Law's Haki
When?
in the fight.
I think he comments on it, Christian. I don't think he actually does it.
When he does the slash, Law blocks it. And he says, but then he gets
Yeah.
hit with
no.
gets hit with the knife in his chest. He doesn't block it.
Yeah, so...
So you can block. Mingo blocks it with his haki. Can't say Mingo doesn't block with his haki.
Law's thing's weird, right? Because some attacks can, like, block the amorphous slashes. Are they room slashes? Are they normal sword slashes? Annoying.
If you're in the room, Law slashes are room slashes.
Yes.
So Mingo blocks him easily with his haki. As Smoker says, you just need stronger haki than Law's
Anyway.
Devil Fruit. Whatever, Law. We're not talking about Law. We're talking about Kid. Alright?
If he's any chance in this battle, he has to be second commander level.
And you would say he would beat Smoothie in this situation.
Got lit up by redhead pirates. Who?
Now, fandom says Rockstar.
Rockstar, Lucky Roo, Ben Beckman. If it's Shanks, that arm came off 2 seconds.
In an infinitely small amount of time.
Haki pulse, arm just popped off.
Sure. Alright.
Got lit up by Kaido.
See, this is an interesting question.
But it's cool, his Smoothie just has rank.
That's all we can go off with Smoothie.
Hot water beams.
But we can't really go off shit with Kid either, because it does shit. Kid hasn't done shit. How can we... Would Kid...
What's your gut feel? Because I'm just going to go with Kid. To give us a chance in this battle.
In Wano.
Yeah.
Smoothie has a sword, the metal powers. Kid can't... Somebody... Do we give Kid his metal arm in this Thunderdome? Can he...
He has,
utilize...
he has a metal arm. always
There
on
is
him.
a giant metal statue within the Thunderdome.
Alright.
Can he utilize that in some way? Is that home field advantage?
Theoretically, Kid just takes Smoothie's sword, and what does Smoothie have? We don't know.
The giant form.
Needs liquid for that,
There's water.
you know.
But if Kid gets grabbed, he's gonna juiced.
But is his body tough enough?
to resist the juice. Now, bear in mind, Luffy
What?
severely struggled against Cracker. No, Coca-Cola. You would agree with that?
Yes.
Third Commander. I think we have to give it to Kid because if he's not
We're in trouble.
second commander, he's almost irrelevant, and it's fine. And I think people overscale the supernova in general, and people like Zoro Sanji because Luffy's just so much stronger than him now. But we have to give it to Kid. Even though he's done nothing, shown
Do you
nothing.
think when Luffy
he
gets a
doesn't
bar,
deserve it.
it's like all like high tides lift all boats. Like Luffy's
Yeah.
tide keeps on rising everyone else, even though they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Give it to Kid, just so we have a chance.
We have to give it to Kid. Otherwise, it's a joke, you know.
Otherwise, Kid's a joke.
Always, yeah, Kid's a joke. So there you go. Kid, I guess, wins. In an extreme diff.
Because he has to.
12-hour fight. Now we have about
1,000 questions.
5 pages worth of questions.
Let's get through them.
So let's start. All right, hype trapped a lot of questions. You know, that's how it goes.
We're running about on time, Christian.
From Mad Take It All. When you gotta have collab episodes again, Silvers doesn't count.
We're trying.
It's hard.
We're trying to get the hype man on.
We're trying to summon Recon.
He's a busy man.
He's a busy man. Our schedule doesn't really work for a lot of people. And this band says Silvers doesn't count. So Silvers rebuttal. All right. Does Silvers matter? That's a question.
Hard to say.
All right. From Monkey D King, will the will of Orochi begins? Question mark. Well, there's ways for people to survive that are bullshit. So it's not a pound situation.
Nonsense, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Doesn't really matter if he's
From-
alive or not, yeah.
From Thunderbird. Do you guys feel after this chapter Yamato's chance of joining Ohara lower? Personally, I am in the minority and say no to Oda writing Luffy in that moment when she asked joining around and dodging the question, which feels like a future no. Now, I say that says a future yes, because Oda's not going to answer that question until the end of the arc. Why would he answer that question right now?
It's gonna be like no, and then she's gonna be on the boat.
Luffy didn't really want Robin to join.
Will it be exactly the same as the
the Oda thing.
where he's hanging off the boat, where he's hanging off the boat trying to get on this ship, trying to leave Wano?
Perhaps, right? But I think this it's basically, in my mind, it's basically confirmed if Yamato survives.
Yamato will force herself on the crew, much like Oda.
Already a fan favorite.
Uh-huh.
Already a fan favorite.
Sure.
Get her on, alright? Him, her, whatever, you know? It's annoying. Alright? From Tom. Could Law be with X Drake? He wasn't with the Scabbards and now...
Denjiro and Law are missing.
And Frankie and Brooke and Sanji. Alright?
A lot of missing members.
Alright. Now, we do have a donation if you want to scroll over that.
Paul, what's something that you hate or think is flat wrong about others' headcanon?
Be honest. Eric famously...
Blackbeard third devil fruit trash.
He hates it.
Why do people not think Blackbeard's busted? I'm confused.
It's because it's basically a baked in One Piece community theory right now, so everyone thinks, oh, you're just get the third
He
one.
has 2 bastard devil fruits
I know.
and high quality physical strength and stamina.
I know. But it is what it is there. So the one I hate the most is just irrational power scaling.
Yeah.
Just being like, these characters are first commander because Luffy is. Why?
I don't think that math ever works out.
The
by
math
the way.
never works out for it, but that's some of the things I hate the most. Maybe what headcanons? There's dumb theories out there. Your crocodile bullshit, Luffy's marble, But
Shout out to Silver say he doesn't last 3 rounds. Oh, he's busted. Silver's been alright. People forget that Blackbeard takes Whitebeard's fucking quake whatever to the face.
Yeah.
And he's not dead.
Yeah.
And he takes double pain.
Yeah. Alright. From
Who?
now, from Tom, could Law be with X-Drake? He wasn't with the Scabbards.
Yeah, we're talking about this.
And we haven't seen X-Drake since he got tasked.
Yeah, it's probably a
Full
Law X-Drake plot. I can see it. Don't forget about the jail scene.
Yeah, there's some sort of plan going on there.
It's probably Lord Kanjuro and Drake doing some scam stuff.
Yeah.
They seem like the big brain operators.
From Thunderbird, if Yamato does join the crew, does this form Luffy's 4 commanders or monster quartet similar to Roger, who had Rayleigh, Odin, Scopper, and Croc? I don't know about Crocus. I don't know about Crocus.
Shanks at that age.
Shanks at that age, of course. Replace, Is that too much for Luffy? Luffy will have the world's greatest crew. As well as being the Pirate King. Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, to be fair, Roger's crew was stacked. Bullet is apparently kind of canon.
Yeah, well, it is what it is there, but,
Yeah, Silvers, I read the comment, right? You're good. He agrees that Blackbeard's bastard doesn't need a third Delphi. But he's wrong about Zeus and Prometheus. And he'll give me that $10.
Okay. What's the statute of limitations on this bet? Is it to the end of the series?
End up with.
So that's the last chapter of One Piece.
So Big Mom dies, they disappear.
Okay.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say...
After what? After what?
After Big Mom's defeated.
After Big Mom's defeated. Okay.
If Big Mom's defeated and she doesn't have them, then fair enough.
Alright. From Elijah. If you were owner, how would you write Shanks' character moving forward in the story? Make him... Well...
Rush hour situation.
Write Shanks.
Listen.
Because he's his own man. You can't write Shanks.
This is what I want.
What?
Shanks, Luffy team up, take on world. That's what I want. Active Shanks shepherding Luffy in his Pirate King growth. And then I want Shanks commentary, that's like the captain. All that shit. That's what I want.
You're the Luffy source.
Give me the Luffy source. I want Shanks integral to Luffy. There's no point being separated anymore. They're almost...
What are you talking about, almost?
They're close enough.
Alright. When will
Luffy's not the East Blue
When
anymore.
will Luffy get the Great Pirate title? Like Roger had.
When he's the Pirate King.
Will he just be Pirate King?
Probably, he's already an Emperor, apparently, so... Roger will, probably next... Maybe after Wano. How big is his bounty going to be after Wano?
Oh, fuck.
Will Shanks surpass...
4 billion.
Will Shanks surpass Big Mom and Carter's bounty after Wano?
Why not?
5 billion.
They could be defeated.
5
Will
billion.
Luffy just surpass Blackbeard's bounty right here?
Yeah, there's no reason why he wouldn't. This is unheard of.
This is insanity. Alright. Now, from my wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Shanks have the worst character design in the series? Now...
Get out of the next question.
That's just factually... incorrect.
Get out of my house.
You're out.
You're out. Next question.
From Benjamin. With the way that the raid on Onigashima is seemingly to be moving into Wano and the amount of people and factions, Straw Hats, Nig, Samurai, Big Mom, Kaido, Sword members, possible Marines, and Blackbeard, what sort of beverage will you be? What kind of beverage will you be consuming
This is the
in your
Shui question.
Shui Resort fanboy when Shanks arrives? to team up.
Bit of Carlton Draft.
Bit of Carlton Draft, bit of VB perhaps.
VB and the Shui Classic.
Shanks
If
Shanks turns up, my head's going to explode.
If you don't know what a Shui is,
Look it up.
look it up.
If Shanks turns up, my head will implode.
I'm going to have to find like a waterproof shoe, Krishna. I want to get beer all over the...
How are you going to drink it?
What do you mean?
It's not necessarily a very good drinking.
Yeah, the situation's probably a leather shoe would do, I guess.
Alright, whatever. Moving on. From Tristan. Is it more likely that she joins the crew now? Yes, it's more likely.
It just confirms what we thought.
Yeah. From Thunderbird. With how they talked about moving the base and how Big Mom wants to make a lot of homies from who look like yokai monsters, is it possible that she will turn the base into... Will she turn the skull alive and create the giant skeleton monster yokai?
No.
Will she summon her ultimate god card?
No.
No. Eric says no. Alright. From 8, Groudon? 8. Zeus being taken away from Nami is a big deal for her power-wise. Do you think she will somehow recover with maybe after Big Mom's defeat?
Yes.
I already said this, and she will learn how to do Zeus attacks by having Zeus, and she will not need Zeus. Because Zeus doesn't fucking add anything.
Or she just does them without any acknowledgement.
Well, it would be implied. Because what does Zeus actually add?
More firepower.
Yeah, which she can learn.
Flight abilities.
Questionable. Alright? So what does she actually learn? Like, what does Zeus actually give her? Firepower. Which she can learn herself. Maybe she learned something through Zeus. It's fine. Alright? Doesn't have to have a Zeus to have that power. From Japanese Gym. Is this where the real fight starts? Do you think the battle of Onigashima stays on Onigashima? Yes. Big Mom and Kaido's alliance isn't going to be a world war.
Unless they fight each other to Wano.
On the sea. In
Like
the air.
Luffy and Kaido somehow end up on Wano through Dragon Fight.
Like it's a Dragon Ball Z fight where Luffy gets smacked all the way to Wano.
Yeah.
And Kaido
It's not that
flies
far.
yeah, I guess.
And they could fly around and shit and end up on Wano.
Separate themselves.
Yeah.
Possible, I guess. From Vegeta Black. What is your guys' opinion on the Wano conflict leaking outside of Wano? Meaning Big Mom and Kaido actually going after an ancient weapon and fighting the Marines. After, of course, they crushed the Pirate Ninja. I don't think... This isn't happening. I don't think this Kaido alliance...
Unless Oda's like, Final War.
But then we have to lose. I guess Orochi's out of the picture, but then Wano gets turned into this factory.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions, alright?
Same questions we've had before.
Unless Wano's the final arc.
Which I've been saying.
Like, literally the final arc. Like, it's over. Raftel's Wano.
Cool down, Elbaf cool down, go to
No,
Raftel.
Raftel's Wano, this is the final arc.
Raftel is Wano.
Yeah, if that's...
Well then Blackbeard's... What's Blackbeard?
He's coming.
Crazy. Alright, crazy. Could happen. All the pieces are there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the pieces are there. So isn't that crazy? Maybe not. Alright. From Hippo 2000. What do you think will happen to Orochi's forces if he is really dead? Will they join Kaido or the Alliance? What about Kanjuro? Kanjuro, he's dead. Whatever. Fuck him.
He's probably not dead.
He's not come back. He's not, you know, he's not joining the Alliance.
Maybe the strongest one out of all of them at the end.
But what happens to Orochi's forces? Were Orochi's forces really that loyal to him?
They were replaced by the Flying Six in fight matchups anyway.
Yeah. I guess they might join the Alliance, but that just gives Luffy more fodder. Which is like...
Maybe intel on Fukuroka's part, which could be useful.
They're obviously not going to want their homeland turned into a fucking garrison.
Kinda already is.
Kinda already is. I mean, the flower capital is the only good part left. So it kinda is their own. It's kind of like you deserve this.
And they'll be fucking over their own people, which they did already. So.
Yeah, so you kind of deserve this fate.
But join us or die. They won't presumably be slaves, the samurai and stuff.
I think the samurai respect strength. And I think they'll join just because we don't need this fucking bloodbath. You know. Alright. From Francois Freddy. How sad is it that I know for a fact that Orochi is not dead? Really hope he is killed by Hiyori. Sometimes the things that are played as gags get annoying, like Haru, for example. He kidnapped innocent mermaids and then also tried to kidnap the kingdom's princess, and instead of being treated seriously, he was dealt with a gag in which he got away with fucking doing something that is really dark, which is selling people into slavery. But yet, capture the Straw Hats for thinking they did it. Believe the actual guy scot-free. Sometimes this shit people get away with in One Piece is retarded, and good guys are fucked over. A lot of this statement, not really a question.
Well, Orochi's gonna end up in a worse fate if he stays alive.
I want to see Orochi in the forced labor camps if he's not dead,
Or like licking Momo's feet or whatever.
or like scroveling around and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That's what he deserves, if not death. All right. So, if he's dead, I think it's the best fate for him, because people are wasting plot lines. Who gave a fuck?
We talked about this.
I think this is the best fate for Orochi, because this is what he deserves.
Getting lit up.
He deserves to get this punishment. He deserves this. Thinking he has power, thinking he has sway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then no, you're actually a piece of shit, and I never cared about you. That's what we want to see. All right? We have to wait 2 months for the intellectual YouTuber puts out the video on why this is great for people to see that it's great.
Sure.
Otherwise, always, right? But it's a good move if he is dead, which he did multiple ways where he's not dead. But we said that.
Sure.
From Waffle D, it was amazing when Kaido did that thing. Kill Orochi. For real. I for real did an LMFO when I saw it. Question is, Kaido and Big Mom Lion's dead now because the presence of Luffy alone. Great work, keep it up. Luffy's gonna break this up. Yeah,
this whole thing's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So.
From Chris D. So Kikyo is crying and her blade is bloodied, implying that she cut down Kanjuro, and Orochi's head is literally on the ground. If neither characters stay dead, this will be the third time at least that the bloody blade striking down someone doesn't result in a fake death. It's getting pretty bad at this point, like Oda can't really think of it. This is okay to do. Faking deaths over and over. Let's be honest. How many...
At least when he pulls the trigger, it means something.
How many chapters in One Piece? 985. How many times has Oda pulled a fake death?
A lot. But not.
Like 8 times.
Think about the deaths in One Piece.
Impactful.
Ace,
Meaningful.
Whitebeard, Pedro.
Impactful. The pan thing is stupid. We all know that. It's kind of like why.
When he pulls a trigger, it means something.
I think it's egregious when there's actually no way for the character to survive, and then they survive.
Like Pound?
Like Pound and Pal and Bon Clay.
I'm 50-50 on Blanc Clay, lock him up, whatever.
You got the poison. And there's no Bon Clay. There's no fucking Ivankov.
The antidotes are around,
Alright. But Orochi has a way to be alive. So, It's not that crazy. He's saying Jojoli does similar things if you keep with the story. You can only fake deaths so many times until people get upset. Well, that's a rocky fucky with the timeline. It's like a very rocky thing to do.
Okay.
But yeah. Chapter 99 of JoJo, crazy reveals, alright? Go read it. Chapter 100 of JoJo coming up.
Next month?
Julian, next month. We'll see what happens there, alright? Might get some craziness. From Troy vs. Williams. Does Orochi team up with the Strats? Absolutely not. Will not happen. The Scabbards won't let it happen, and he's a scumbag, so no. From Toffs. With the new anime episode, lengthening Zoro vs. Kawamatsu, also known as Killer, do you think I would like it if they lengthened Kaido versus Odin? Of course.
Yeah.
But they have to do it correctly and not fuck it up. Because I'm sick of them extending fights and making it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Toei, don't fuck it up, please. Don't put some bullshit where it looks like Kaido actually knew that Momonosuke was fake or some shit. Or knew the scam was happening. Don't ruin it. Please. From King of Irony. I don't understand Kaido's character. He appears that he has a lot of respect for Orochi, yet he beats his son every time he pretends...
Odin or Orochi?
Odin.
Yeah.
Or beats his son every time he pretends to be him, even... That's not...
Doesn't beat him once, apparently.
Whatever. Every time he pretends to be, even though Kaido seems disappointed by Momo, they're living up to Odin's hype. Does Kaido want a second coming of Odin or not? No, I don't think he does.
Maybe he's so disgusted that he would even try to be Odin that you're like, what the fuck? You're not even close.
Yeah.
Could be like that. We're gonna see the whole why he's doing the sun thing. Is it like, what the fuck?
Yeah. There's still a lot of questions with
We should
the
get him to
Yamato
flashback
stuff.
at some point. You know, we need that ace shit at some point. Maybe that could happen when he joins the crew. We get some ace stuff along the way. Always potential for ace flashback with Yamato on the crew.
Always potential.
This big.
Yeah. So the question is basically, what's the deal with Kaido and Orochi? What's the relationship?
With
Well,
Orochi, Odin, and Kaido.
Odin, Kaido, Yamato, what's the relationship? Well, I think we'll get it.
When we're
It's a
talking
little
about
early
flashback,
right now.
It would be nice to have a little bit more
Well, didn't happen.
of that flashback.
But yeah, I think it'll happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From Felipe, do you think that Kiku has a cursed blade? Also, do you think you guys still see Kaido as a one-dimensional villain / poorly fleshed out character? When did we say that? Well, we said we were waiting for Kaido to
And
do something.
I've said multiple times he seems like a more three-dimensional character than a one-dimensional.
Yeah, but is Kiku's blade cursed? We've got those lines about when I cut you,
Your
the
soul's
soul
still
from
cut,
cut.
yeah. Sure.
But isn't that just haki?
Well, the wounds are still in the afterlife. Some Japanese shit.
Cursed swords. Is it a meme? Is it actually a thing?
Will it be explained ever?
Maybe. Alright, for Blackbeard Entertainment. With all these heads rolling, do you think Zoro killing Kaido theory is gaining ground? Absolutely not. Don't be stupid. Zoro not getting the final blow on Kaido.
It's obvious.
Please.
I don't know why people keep on talking about it.
We already got the moment in Punk Hazard. Oda's not going to do it again. We already got the Ryuma
By
panel.
all rights, the law should have killed Doflamingo. But we all saw what happened there.
Luffy got it because he's the main character. Zoro's not going to get the kill. Alright?
Correct.
We already had the Ryuma parallel in Punk Hazard when Zoro cut the head of the dragon, and it's the same panel. Why do people think it's going to be the same thing with the Kaido? Please.
That's all you have to say about it.
That's right. Still need that Ryuma flashback for Wano.
Why do we even acknowledge it?
From Muzi Mustaf. Have you guys been feeling disconnected from the community story because of all these breaks? The breaks don't help, but with hype chapters comes hype.
We always get questions. We always
excitement.
get people thinking.
Yeah. Moving on. From Caruso up. Between the two of you, who could do more push-ups in a row? I'm going to give that to Eric.
Pull-ups, I think it says.
Whichever. It does say push-ups.
Christian
say
wouldn't even
pull-ups.
do one.
I reckon I could bang out 3.
Pull-ups? Don't think you could do one.
I think you could do one. Alright. I'm going to give that to Eric. But I am the man. He beat down to Johnny.
Yes, apparently he's got speed.
I've got speed. I've got composure. Alright.
Okay.
That's all you need. From Younger Barber. Will Zoro versus Orochi head go extreme death? Will Zoro fight Orochi's head on the ground? Meme question.
Sure.
You know. From Nate. Do you have the urge to grope Fukuroka Ju's long head? Because I do.
No.
I don't know what that's about.
It's a hard question.
That's a weird question, a strange question, alright? From Bardock. Do you think Orochi's really dead? I really hope so, but I'm guessing his Devil Fruit might give him 7 more lives because of the 8th snake.
Yes.
It's very possible.
That's the reasoning.
It's very possible, alright? From Lord Zarkon. We haven't had a single panel of Frankie and Brooke. Where are they? What are they doing?
Coming around.
Coming around.
Kinemon and shit haven't turned up yet either.
Yeah.
The pincer Christian.
The great 4-way pincer attack apparently coming in, alright? From from DBC. Would Yamato make a good replacement for Sanji as the 3rd strongest in the crew? 2nd strongest in the crew.
Yamato, Jinbei, Zoro.
That's crazy. Well, Luffy at the top.
Obviously, with Luffy far and beyond.
But Zoro and Sanji got work to do. That's all I'm saying. Alright, from Raga. Let's be real here. Only a Yonko can match another Yonko. Well, yeah. That being said, it's possible that we have a surprise temporary alliance between appearance of Shanks and Blackbeard and Wano.
Lines of Shanks and Blackbeard? Don't think so.
Or what? Of course, neither would. Of course, they wouldn't work together, but both would do a temporary alliance for the larger goals. Shanks never work with Blackbeard. All right, Shanks knows he's a scumbag. Never.
Shanks and Luffy, that's 2 emperors.
Technically. All right, from Jekko. Is it possible for 3 person to join the Straw Hat crew at once? Jinbei, Karen, and Yamato could possibly.
Well, Jinbei's already on.
Jinbei's already on the crew, and that was the whole Cake Island.
And Kara's not joining the crew.
Kara's not joining the crew.
So
Right?
2. 1 and
Jinbei
1.
joined. Jinbei basically joined in the whole Cake Island.
Sure, but massive reinforcements for the next arc.
Sure. All right. I can see all the races joining Straw Hat's crew. I can see Kara joining. She's been close with the Straw Hats for 3 arcs already, but she could turn out to be like Vivi as well.
She's not even close to Vivi.
Kara's expressed no interest, and Luffy hasn't asked her yet, so it's hard. All right. From Bindle, are the circumstances of Yamato being similar to Nami on a personality and character standpoint so far valid? Early call. I don't know about Nami.
She's a little bit spicy.
Sure, but Yamato's all about that strength. Right? Nami's not necessarily all about that strength.
Mm-hmm.
She's about the tactics. She's about doing the right thing, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if they're the same personality. She's got the spiciness.
Yeah.
Then you gotta get her dad. So you gotta get Luffy. Right? She would join Luffy in the fight when Nami would yell at them.
For trying to fight.
Yeah. So I don't know that's the same kind of thing. From Mont, now that Kaido Orochi cooperation ended, do you think the world government CP0 will go to Kaido for weapons with all the relations fall apart? So this is a massive complication.
Why would Kaido supply?
Kaido would not supply the world government and be like, you need weapons? Okay, good luck. Go away.
Get out of here.
I'll see you later.
Done.
So the Marines just lost their weapon supply.
Issues.
Big issues for the Marines, alright? From Corvo. Q. Now that Kaido and Orochi's done, I think there are a few major ways the story could go in different directions, which we should discuss in next week's call-in show. Call-in show on the books. Got a lot to talk about, alright? Revelations
Alright.
happening, alright? Mostly, I could see this battle here and now just being about preventing Kaido from moving Onigashima to the capital. Kaido and Big Mom take their base elsewhere when the massive clash between Big Mom, Blackbeard, Kaido, and Shanks and Luffy, each with an ancient weapon. So
Nah. Luffy will take out Kaido this arc. We'll see how all that plans plays out.
From Jordan, it'd be funny if Kaido and Big Mom just leave. It's like we're gonna go start raiding other places. I'm like, alright. Okay, alright. They just left. What? From John Lee. Eric has dodged my question 3 times in a row. Is he scared?
What's the question?
Can you guys battle me in Sword and Shield? You guys talking about Pokemon references. I will test out your skills with a One Piece themed battle in Pokemon.
What does that mean?
Apparently he has a One Piece themed battle. A themed team. Now my team is okay. It's not. I've got like 2
Didn't really play Sword and Shield.
I've got 2 properly trained Pokemon. Now I've tried to get Pokemon Bank working. Absolute nightmare situation, pain in the fucking ass to get my real Pokemon into Sword and Shield. Half of them are allowed in, so that's half the team gone.
Annoying.
Alright. So I've got 2 Pokemon that are up to competitive standard. So, is it going to be really much of a battle? Yeah, we'll see. Alright. From No Sense Lothar, would you be okay if Orochi was finished off like he was and was the end of it? Yeah, I would. I think it's fitting for the character of Orochi to go out like this.
Sure.
That's fine. Last question. From the Rev Robin podcast. I think you guys.
What?
I think you guys, her armor was a power up. I told you guys her armor was a power up. I think you talking about Kiku. Okay. Question: do you guys feel like adding Yamato to the crew would be redundant? We already have Robin as a source of knowledge, and Zoro and Sanji and Jimbo are the frontline fighters. We need a powerhouse.
Sure, we do need a powerhouse.
Just have another powerhouse. Who cares? Story's about to end. Chuck him in. Alright?
Hype.
Hype?
We're always looking for hype.
Thunder Bagua. We on tap. Alright? I don't know all the time. Alright? How can you not be hyped for that? And that's the end of the show.
That's it.
Alright? Like.
Comment, subscribe. Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to
donos.
a lot of donos this week.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
Calling show next week, apparently.
Calling show next week. I'm sure we'll get a lot of spicy topics. Maybe this will reignite the passion and the fury.
Then we get a couple of chapters, which is nice.
So, there it is. There we go. Another week in the bag.
There's that.
Shanks is the strongest.
Shanks the Goat King. Good night.